My people, I have missed you. First of all, what is Suoma Alajifa? Hey, sit down, sir. Sit down, let's talk. Can you imagine? The president of the National Association of Nigerian Students has sued Seyi Tinubu, the son of the president. Remember the guy, or let me say the man, that said that Seyi Tinubu kidnapped him because he rejected 100 million naira to campaign for Tinubu's re-election? Benny, only he's the one. And on the day of his inauguration, some thugs attacked and beat him up. He was badly injured. Remember? And then the day after, Seyi Tinubu said that he did not know anything about it. That it's just the enemies of progress trying to defame his character. Remember? And then his family members said, they didn't know his whereabouts, so that the DSS went to the hospital and allegedly kidnapped him from the hospital. Remember? Bernie. Few days after Uncle, we saw an apology letter online, allegedly from the NAN's president, in a Facebook write-up, claiming that he lied against Seyi Tinubu. Remember? And people were like, he's been doing everything by video. How come this one is a Facebook post? Well, my people, first of all, the guy is still allegedly at DSS custody. DSS here, but is in your custody. What did you arrest him for? Let us know as it is. Some Nigerians are talking. Hey, baby, you know Nigerians, they like to talk. They are saying that he was not the one that wrote the apology letter on Facebook, that they had collected his phone, that maybe it is the Seyi Tinubu's people that manufactured the apology. I said, Nigerians, hey baby, sorrow. I said, me, I don't know. Although part of what he wrote on Facebook was that nobody attacked him at his inauguration. But Nigerians are saying, how do you explain all the wounds covering your body and the fact that you were in the hospital being treated after being attacked? Which was another reason why Nigerians did not believe that he was the one that wrote the apology. In fact, the apology was so funny because in the apology, he claimed he was never offered 100 million naira, that it was Ladoja that told him that he's been offered 100 million naira. Ladoja, by the way, is the other president, the one that supports Seyi Tinubu. You guys know that they are still fighting over the leadership of NANS. Nigerians are also asking, how come Seyi never sued the guy for defamation? Especially because the guy said he kidnapped him. And Nigerians are saying, somebody said you kidnapped him. You did not sue the person. You are just saying it is the enemies of progress. In fact, in a turn of events, the guy, through his lawyer, he's now the one suing Seyi Tinubu. He's also suing the DSS, by the way. He said that they've kept him for weeks and they did not charge him with anything. And he's suing NTA bosses. So he's suing all of them for allegedly kidnapping and torturing him. And he's asking for 38.3 billion naira in damages. Oh, shit! But why 38.3? Why that point? Why that 0.3? Anyways, not relevant. But my people, what do you think is going on here? Because what I'm seeing is starting to look like a seesaw. Do you think that this man is still making up all this stuff? How can he have the liver to sue the president's son on lies? I don't know. Is he lying? People are also asking, how come Seyi Tinubu is not suing him? But the guy is not the one filing his suit at the Federal High Court in Abuja to enforce his fundamental human rights. You guys know me. I don't get involved in other people's matters. Me, I mind my business. So and when are they discussing the matter in court? You don't know. We have to follow the story bumper to bumper. Like I said, I mind my business, I face front. But you know, while I'm minding my business, on one side, I'm really trying to understand how either of these people can be president of the National Association of Nigerian Students. As in, don't you have to be a student for you to be president of the Association of Students? Because neither of these men look like students to me. I mean, I don't know their ages, but if I should meet, especially that uncle, then if I should meet him somewhere, I would need how to greet him. Although, having said that, I'm aware that maybe they are doing PhD. I don't know, because some people will take some time to raise their family and work before going back to school for their masters or PhD. So maybe that is the case in this equation. I don't know. Maybe somebody can enlighten us in the comment section. Are they doing PhD or? And some people may decide not to go to school until later in life. So I don't know what the situation is. So please, somebody should educate us in the comment section. Also, it's becoming obvious that instead of using the student association to voice the concerns of students, like to fight for better amenities on their campuses, like to fight against lecturers going on strike and fight against lecturers demanding for sex in exchange for grades, like to fight to make sure that they have running water, stable electricity on campus, like to fight to ensure security on campus so that bandits are not kidnapping people, you know. I mean, so instead of actually being a voice for Nigerian students, it's like these people are now aligning themselves with politicians to campaign for politicians. I mean, since when has the Association of Nigerian Students become persons of interest for the presidency or the president's son? Please make it make sense. So, because like I said, the way we are going, I hope that the student leaders will not be arranging for students or court members to work as thugs for politicians in this coming election. Edaku, remember your mandate. So, now speaking of Seyi Tinubu, I don't like what some Nigerians are doing. Why is it that some of you are circulating fake news that he was not allowed to shake the new Pope's hand? In fact, people are saying that he was bounced out of the Vatican.
Meanwhile, President Bola Tinubu has met with Pope Leo XIV, and he arrived in the Vatican on Saturday following a formal invitation to attend the inauguration of Pope Leo. President Tinubu says the engagement was...
Well, play it one more time.
To attend the inauguration of Pope Leo. President Tinubu says the engagement was marked by...
Okay. So I can see how that would look like. They didn't let him shake the Pope's hand because he was not the one invited. But guys, there's always two sides to a story. In fact, three sides. There is his side, her side, and then there is the truth. And to know the truth in this matter, you have to watch other videos showing different angles. Seyi actually stayed behind to film his father shaking the Pope's hand. Yes, and then when he was done filming, I think he was just waiting for his dad when they told him that this is where he should go. So let me just say it as it is. The guy was not bounced. I think he was ushered to where he should go, you know, although I still don't know why he follows daddy everywhere. But in this matter, he was not bounced. Not very long. So when that video now went viral that Seyi Tinubu was bounced, Seyi's supporters were upset. They believed that the obedience were the ones behind it. So they also started circulating the video of Peter Obi allegedly not allowed into the VIP, or is it the VVIP section?
Un altro settore, non i settori dei cardinali.
In fact, you should have seen Sahara Reporter's headline. They said how Peter Obi was bounced from VVIP section at Pope's inauguration over lack of required invitation pass. I said, how bad? Sahara Reporter said, because, come on, there are pictures that he was later allowed to enter. Maybe it was just a misunderstanding, I don't know. But this is him with President Tinubu and former Governor Fayemi, and in this picture you could see him sitting somewhere at the back in the same section that the president was sitting. Now the reason I'm talking about this is while some of you are busy being loyal to Seyi Tinubu or Peter Obi, you are fighting each other on Twitter. Did you guys see that they were not fighting each other when they met? In fact, they were smiling at each other, shaking hands. They greeted each other very well. Even Seyi was not mad at Peter Obi. He was smiling. Don't be fighting each other over politicians that may or may not even care about you. By the way, did you see how sharp Alaji was looking in that suit? You were looking sharp, you were looking young. Abeg, Alaji, whatever it is that you are doing, tell me that be a young girl. It's about being comfortable, it's about having money. Let the people also feel taken care of so that they can also be glowing. Now, speaking of caring about people, one of my mothers on this show cares so much for her husband that she wants all of you to help her celebrate his birthday all the way in Chicago, Illinois. A man of God, the pastor of Christ Tabernacle Apostolic Church, Pastor David Ojo. Hey, Daddy did not see this coming. I know your birthday has passed because I was traveling. Emma Bino, let me kneel down for you. Mommy really tried. But Mommy says that she wants the world to know that you are a devoted husband, a tender father, a shepherd to many, and a man whose strength is matched only by his humility. Hey, Father, Daddy, me humble. She describes you as a light in every every life that you touch, a pillar of strength, and a reflection of God's grace in human form. Kai, what do you mean? Whoa, my head is swelling. She also said that your presence is a daily blessing to those who know you and those who love you. And on this special day, she prayed that every seed you've sown in love, leadership, and sacrifice returns to you in abundance. She now said, happy birthday, my love, forever and always. By the way, she ended it by saying, from your lovely baby girl. Hey, gods. As in, she said, baby girl, Mary Ojo. I said, mommy, I said, say baby girl. But when I now looked at the picture, I said, baby girl, mommy, baby girl, you guys are taking good care of each other. I love it. This lovey is making my head swell. Happy birthday, sir. Wishing you many more years in excellent health. Don't forget to subscribe, guys. Alright, sure, this video, and I'm keeping it up in here. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Until next time, I'm gonna see you later. Peace out.
I was the principal consultant to Standards Organization of Nigeria. The sun cap we're enjoying today in Nigeria, that was my God-given wisdom and initiative. I conceptualized it.
God, you cannot make this up. How? This is a government agency. Do you know that this agency was formed in 1971? How old is this auntie girl for her to have conceptualized? God. What's up, my people? So it's actually been a week plus since I recorded the video that you're about to watch. Sorry, I've been traveling, that's why I'm just uploading it, but it's necessary for you to watch it because you understand the basis of all the drama. Guys, you're going to laugh out loud watching this video. I promise you, you'll be glad that you watched this video. As you're well aware, I've interviewed 2 alleged whistleblowers. Now, after those 2 interviews, my guess is that the senator actually called Sandra Duru, and Sandra recorded the conversation, and now she's altering the audio with AI. I mean, this woman is really into AI. If you check any of the pictures on her Facebook and Instagram pages, most of the pictures are AI generated. So this auntie is really into AI. I'm also sure that you've seen her post videos of the second whistleblower, praising her, saying good things about her. I've been told by the whistleblowers that what she does is normally she will get you to say good things about her before she gets you involved in shady things. So she will just keep that in her archive, and then if you now turn against her, she will now bring that out so that it looks like you are confused.
The videos you have been sharing, the ones where I talk good about you, I can bring the one Uchiwosu did for you. I can bring the one Ikesibe did for you. I can bring the one Dele Momodu did. Everybody, I wasn't alone that did it for you. You called me and you told me, please, my brother, do this video to promote me. Please now. He practically begged me to do those videos, you know that.
Now, I will also reach out to the senator to see if she will grant an interview, because I think it's very, very important to hear her side of the story, and I will keep you updated about that. But guys, get your popcorn for this one. You will not be disappointed. What's up, my people? It's your girl Adela. Okay, so a Nigerian woman in America came out recently that she has proved that Senator Natasha has been lying this whole time about sexual harassment allegations against the Senate President. God's will, our will, freedom. This woman made a live video on Facebook, and it was 1 hour long, guys. First and foremost, this woman, Sandra Duru, also known as Professor Mbeke, she is not a professor at any school here in America, and she also doesn't have a PhD. You have to have a PhD before you can be a professor. So if anybody tells you that they are a PhD holder, you just need to put their name in ProQuest. You will see their thesis. She's not there, whether you look for Mbeke or you look for Sandra Duru. As a matter of fact, on Wikipedia, her full name is Sandra Duru Eluobi, so I'm not sure how she came by Professor Mbeke. But if you look at some of her old videos, she sort of explained how she came by the name Professor Mbeke, because like 4 years ago, 2021, she had a YouTube show, Bear It All with Professor Mbeke, on her YouTube channel called Mbeke TV. So I will play a snippet for you where she was sort of explaining how she came by the name Professor Mbeke.
You're welcome to Mbeke TV show. Bear It Out with Professor Mbeke. Professor Mbeke brings the word to us, Mbekanizedly, and brings us to the word, Mbekanizedly. So Professor Mbeke is a professor of all the Mbekes and warriors and warfors and Wankwas. We are here to say the way it is, naturally. Say the way it is. One day, Obadogi, a warrior. Mechanize it.
Mbeke is actually an Igbo name. Some people say it can be associated with village girl or someone perceived to be rural or lacking in urban sophistication. Anyways, she keeps saying in her video, Mbekenize it. So that is probably why she calls herself professor in Mbekenize things. Hey, father. So auntie gave herself the title professor because she knows how to Mbekenize things. And can I just tell you, she did not disappoint. In this Natasha matter, she has Mbekenize. She has Mbekenize the whole matter. If you did not watch the full video, 1 hour, you are in luck because I'm about to give you a rundown of the whole 1 hour. I just want to point out some of the places where you can see her outrightly contradicting herself or like making up stuff. So she said that Senator Natasha called her on March 27th. And then at 12 minutes, she said she contacted UN agency and that she's a member of the UN Council.
I've contacted UN agencies because I'm a member of the UN Council.
Okay, wait up. How did we get? Which UN Council are you a member? Who elected you as a member of the UN Council? Is it the UN Security Council? Because every member of that council is representing a country. She also said she's the president of TUFF. That is the Unique Family Foundation.
I've contacted everyone. I'm the president of TUFF, the Unique Family Foundation, that has UN successors and the rest of them in the United States.
Okay, which one is that? I googled it. I'm like, which one is tough? Unique Family Foundation. I found out this is a foundation that Auntie started on her own. If you go on their Facebook page, she explained what they are about. The Unique Family Foundation, TOF, is a non-profit organization based in the United States of America. We're committed to touching lives positively and fulfilling dreams by bringing stability and opportunities to families in need around the world. I'm like, wait, this is one foundation that is bringing stability and opportunities to families in need around the world. There's no specific location that they are focusing on around the world. This must be really good. It must be huge. Now I went on their Facebook page, and guys, all I see this woman post on their Facebook page are her books, pictures of her books, telling people to buy her books. One of them is called Soul Tonic. The other one is called Voice of Nature. Remember, she said her non-profit is helping to fulfill dreams by bringing stability and opportunities to families in need around the world. There is no correlation between that and the books that she's promoting with the page of this foundation. So all she does on the Facebook page of this foundation is promote her books. Meanwhile, this same foundation has a GoFundMe page where they are trying to raise money. I mean, at first I thought they were trying to raise money in order to fulfill dreams by bringing stability and opportunities to families in need around the world. But when I went on their GoFundMe page, which they've been trying to raise for the past 3 years, by the way, their goal is to raise $500,000. So far, she has raised $7,325 in the last 3 years. Anyways, when I went on the page, it was the picture of her books that I found on the GoFundMe page. And she literally puts in there that your generous donation will go a long way in helping us put a copy of this book in millions of hands in America, Europe, Africa, and Asia, and the rest of the world. So I guess if you go on GoFundMe page and you donate to her GoFundMe page, it means that you are buying a book which she wants to put in the hands of people. What I don't understand is a very long description. She also said that there are millions of people worldwide who can still not afford basic amenities like stable electricity, internet connection, or even a good smartphone to access our content and books online. So people don't oh god, so people don't have electricity, they don't have running water. So the solution is to give them your book. One of them, Voice of Nature, the other one, Soul Tonic. Anyway, so she has the GoFundMe page going on. Now guys, if you go on her Wikipedia page, sorry, I need to give you guys all this this is a very juicy I have worked for you guys. I have done all kinds of investigations for you guys. Oh yeah, okay, no me logo. Anyway, so I'm surprised that is the only foundation that she mentioned in her speech. For some reason, she did not mention her other foundation, because on her Wikipedia page, they said that she's the founder of Pre-Adult Affairs Organization. Now, I decided to look that up as well. I'm like, okay, which one is this again? I couldn't find a website, but I found that it is registered on the United Nations Department of Economic and Social Affairs. Now, first thing first, any NGO can go and register on the UN Nations Department of Economic and Social Affairs. Any NGO can register there if you are trying to get the UN's consultative status. But more importantly, it takes 10 minutes. I mean, for you to register your NGO there. So she registered her NGO there. I checked the website that she put on that UN's page. It doesn't exist. Maybe by the time you guys are watching it, it will exist. I don't know. But right now it says the site cannot be reached. So it doesn't exist. Also, the UN put at the very top that a profile in this database and on this website does not in and of itself connote any affiliation with the United Nations. Because some Nigerians will still say, how did she get on UN's website if she's not? No, the UN is already saying that this doesn't mean that they are affiliated, unless such affiliation is expressly indicated by identifying the type of ECOSOC consultative status held by an NGO. Now, I clicked on the consultative status and they said this organization is not in consultative status with ECOSOC. ECOSOC, by the way, is the Economic and Social Council of the UN body. That is the UN body responsible for addressing global economic, social, cultural, and health issues, as well as human rights. So ECOSOC is saying upfront that the fact that an organization is listed here doesn't mean that they are affiliated. And if you click on their higher consultative status, it says this organization is not in consultative status with ECOSOC. It is very important to give you that information because she kept throwing out UN, this, UN, that, UN. I'm in conversation with UN. You would think at this auntie owns the UN. And then at some point, around 12 minutes and 30 seconds, she said that the security agencies have verified all the evidence that she has against Senator Natasha.
She was so relaxed. She was so calm. She opened up a lot of things to me. Our conversation wasn't just one or two, which the security agencies have already verified.
Auntie, no. It's not all like that. Which security agencies have verified your claims? You're supposed to tell us the security agencies that verified your claims. Anyways, she kept talking about how Senator Natasha allegedly recruited Dr. Obi Ezekwesili, which is stupid actually when you think about it. And then she said that Senator Natasha lambasted FIDA, that is the Federation of Women Lawyers in Nigeria. And I was just like, wait, what? Does she know that Senator Natasha herself is a lawyer, first of all? And second of all, this is the first time you guys are allegedly talking. She has lambasted Dr. Obi, the Federation of Female Lawyers, called them useful idiots. Like, are you for real? And then she said that Senator Natasha told her that she had bought a Rise TV. And I was like, oh, no, don't go there. Do not insult people of pedigree, people of integrity. We're talking about renowned journalists. Whatever you want to do. In fact, she later Kukuma mentioned Uncle Rufai Oseni. I was like, oh, this woman, you have touched the anointed. How dare you? Oh, at that time I was ready to fight, like, anyways, at about 14 minutes and 42 seconds, she said that she actually paid Arise to give her an award. I was like, okay, this woman is confused. And then about 15 minutes into the video, she said that she told Senator Natasha to write an official letter to her if she wants her to work with Senator Natasha. Okay, so just picture this, and somebody wants you to lie about the Senate president, and then you ask them to write an official letter. Does she even know that Senator Natasha is a lawyer? I was like, this woman is so funny. She just keeps coming up with this thing. So she said she asked Senator Natasha to write an official letter requesting her help. She was like, if you want me to represent you, I need an official letter. Once again, she's confused. She thinks that she's a lawyer.
If you want me to represent you, I'll be needing a letter from you, an official letter. So commit me officially, which I'm going to post after this conversation now, after this interaction with you guys. I'm going to put a lot of things out there. So she said, I said, make me your, let me be committed officially so that at this point, whatever you want to say, I can vet them before you say them, because you are being careless with your words. She said, no, Nigerians, she said they are G and H. I don't know what they mean by that. She said gullible and hungry.
I'm sorry. And I'm like, that's crap. That's crap. Who would write an official letter to say, please, so I want you to lie about somebody? Like, who doesn't know that you don't do that? Not to talk about a lawyer. She said that Senator Natasha told her that Nigerians are G and H, gullible and hungry. I was like, wow, it's just not adding up. Then at about 15 minutes and 54 seconds, she said that Senator Natasha offered to pay her 200 million naira. I was like, what? That's it? Just 200 million? Ah, what an insult.
I couldn't tolerate it anymore, so I had to say, hey girl, I'm sorry, I can't do this. She offered $200,000. I said, 200 million naira. I said no. She offered dollars. I said no. She said, at that point, she wrote me. I will post what she wrote. She responded to me in writing. I don't want anything contractual. I said no. If you want me to represent you, you have to give me a letter, an official letter of commitment.
So only a lawyer can say that you're not representing her. You're not her lawyer, but hey.
Then you have to send me your evidences so that I'll look through them. I'll vet them. Then I will advise you how to fight this cause. Natasha disappeared. That was how Natasha disappeared.
I was like, wow, so she doesn't even know you. It's the first time you guys are meeting. She doesn't even know if you can deliver or what is it that you can do. Because me, I never heard about her until today. I'm not saying that she's not a big somebody. I'm just saying I've never heard about her. So the fact that they will offer her 200 million, that speaks a lot. She must be huge. It's just that some of us never knew her until now, which is not a crime. We don't know everybody. I'm just saying she must be a very big somebody. Although she said it several times that she's big, she's going on CNN, she's the president of this. Later you will hear so many things that she said. Now at almost 17 minutes, that was how Auntie started telling us that Senator Natasha opened up about her personal life to the point where she told this auntie allegedly. Professor is telling us that Senator Natasha said Senator Natasha's husband poisoned her, and that she's also going to poison him back when all this is over.
The man didn't know Natasha had told me a lot of things about her. The NDDC man she dated in Sima, how her husband Ima, and all those things I'm not going to mention today. How Ima bought somebody a bulletproof, how Ima poisoned her, how she's going to poison Ima back when she's done with this.
Okay, what kind of play poison are these people using? How can her husband poison her and she's still healthy? She's not sick. What kind of fake poison is that? Usually when people are poisoned, they either die or they are in the hospital. But she's going everywhere. She's doing everything normal. Also, she said that Senator Natasha alleged that she's going to poison her husband back when all this is over. And I'm just like, does this woman think that she's talking to kids? Like, what the heck is that? How did we get to, he poisoned me, I poisoned him. These people are poisoning. They are poisoning one another. But when we see them on video, they are doing lovey. We didn't know that this one is lovey on poison. Now, the one that confused me was when she got to 17 minutes and around 14 seconds. That was how Auntie said that Senator Natasha told her that she's actually fighting Yoruba government. That is why she's doing all this.
Natasha said this is politically motivated and sponsored attack against what she calls, she said it's Yoruba government. She said it has nothing to do with Akpabio. That it is their target has, she said, her political leaders or whatever she called them. I'll post them there. It's what they sent her to do was to ensure that the Yoruba government do not go 8 years. Girl, what is your problem with this thing?
Edro Bell, no? Auntie, what is the correlation between her accusing the Senate president of sexual harassment and Yoruba government? How does going after Akpabio affect Tinubu's presidency?
That if she gets it done, they will make her the governor of Kogi State. Or if that does not work, that they will give her Minister of what they call it in Nigeria, Minister of Petroleum Resources, and she has to fight to finish. Like if I want, she can introduce me to them.
I'm tired. I was tempted to turn off this thing several times, guys. I'm like, why am I listening to this crap? So the reason, according to this professor, the reason Senator Natasha accused Fabio of sexual harassment is because some people have promised to make Senator Natasha a governor, or they will make her the Minister of Petroleum if she can bring down the Senate president. Who are the people? In Kogi State, Yaya Bello is the one that is deciding who is governor. He literally handpicked the governor that they have right now. Yaya Bello is making himself the godfather of Kogi right now. So is it Yaya Bello that is promising to make Senator Natasha a governor? And then at 18 minutes and 45 seconds, she dropped another bomb.
She said, since the sexual harassment thing is not flying, and she said she was highly disappointed in Dr. Obieze personally after all the money she paid them, and she started laughing at Nigerians. I have it recorded. When that one, she now came again to me with another proposal that I should help her write to some agencies.
This is strange. So after you guys fought, after she disappeared because you said you don't want to work with her, she still came back to tell you to petition some organization. I'm like, who does that?
I should help her write to some agencies and also come out in the media alleging that the so-called senator she was fighting is involved in organ harvesting. That if I bring out that one, that everybody will, that all she wants is for this Senate president to step down. That this Senate president is one shielding the president of Nigeria, that they're already in charge. They have gotten what they want from the other side of it. She said it's national, whatever they call them, House of Representative. That what they are looking for now is the National Assembly, and the Senate president is the one disrupting them, stopping them, blocking them from getting to what they want. And she mentioned the names of her sponsors. I'm going to keep those ones away because I've already mentioned them to the authorities. She said she's not on her own, that the money is available. If I'm ready, let's work.
Once again, Tinubu is Natasha's target right now. So Akpabio is in Natasha's way of getting to Tinubu. Are you guys confused yet? Because I sure am. Okay, so this is not about Natasha anymore. This is about Alaji. Alaji. Natasha.
So she now gave me the names of the agencies she wanted me to write to in the parliament in the United Kingdom.
Wait a minute. Now you are writing the parliament in the UK, but you are in America. Why will you be the one to write the parliament in the UK? Why the parliament in the UK? Again, she said because she has ties with the UN or something.
So she said I should write them. She loves the way I write, that people respect me in United States and United Nations, that women respect me. I should please help her.
I'm sorry to laugh. You know, I tried to search for any of her articles before this thing happened. I did not see one article. I'm not saying her articles are not out there, because obviously people respect people respect her in the United States and in the UK. Those of you that respect her, share some of her articles with the rest of us, the newbies, those of us that don't know anything, so we can get to know this woman, because we did not know her until now.
That women respect me. I should please help her. And I'm a voice they can reckon with, that Auntie B is not really doing it the way she wanted it.
After that, she talked about how Senator Natasha is proud, she's full of herself. She went on and on and on. And right after saying that Senator Natasha is proud, at about 20 minutes, she now listed her own accolades.
I'm a mother. I'm a woman. I'm a human rights activist.
And then she said she's a journalist.
I'm a journalist.
Like, wait, how did, what? Like, how did you suddenly become a journalist? I'm sorry. I went on her Wikipedia page, and this is what they wrote about her on Wikipedia, which I believe she has something to do with this entry. Anyways, they said under career in business, she has been managing director, CEO of Sanchi Nigeria Limited, Zest Media and Entertainment, an executives cable and electronic company and managed a boutique in Lagos. I'm like, okay, Wikipedia forgot to say that she's a journalist or what? And then the second sentence says, in government, she played a role in the election of Rochas Okorocha as governor of Imo State in 2011. And I'm like, what does that mean? She played a role in the election of Rochas Okorocha. What role did Auntie play? I don't know. You can't just drop it on us like that. So I really don't know why she's calling herself a journalist. Now, at some point, she calls herself an evangelist. At some other, I'm telling you, at some other point, she calls herself whether a woman of God or a preacher of the word or something, and she kept talking about how she's a Christian, she has integrity, she's many things. We just did not know. I need to play this one for you because this is part of her boasting about who she is.
Natasha thinks money can do everything. Natasha doesn't know that I'm blessed. Maybe she was not aware before coming to me that I was the principal consultant to Standards Organization of Nigeria. The sun cap we're enjoying today in Nigeria, that was my God-given wisdom and initiative. I conceptualized it.
Okay. God, you cannot make this up. Okay. Some people need help. The fact that we are all in America doesn't mean that we are all okay. Some people need help. I'm not mentioning anybody's name. I'm just saying in general. This woman says that she's the principal consultant of Standard Organization of Nigeria, SANTI. That is a government agency that is responsible for setting and regulating standards for products and services in Nigeria. A whole government agency. Later, she now said that she was actually the one that conceptualized it. Now, if you conceptualize something, it means you developed it from an idea. I'm like, how? This is a government agency, and do you know that this agency was formed in 1971? How old is this auntie girl for her to have conceptualized God? And by the way, that was just the beginning. You need to listen to her other accolades.
I conceptualized it. The gender mainstreaming in the Nigerian police force and police reforms, I did that. Natasha was threatening me when I refused to take money from her. I am not hungry. I am not poor. Those who know me will tell you.
Guys, you can't believe everything you see online. Now, around 25 minutes, she said that she told Natasha that she would fight for her, but just give me evidence of organ harvesting. So now I'm confused because you've told us earlier that you told Natasha there's no way you will work with her, and Natasha disappeared. But now you are telling us that you are ready to fight for her. You just need evidence of organ harvesting. So she's telling us that at this point, Senator Natasha has made it known to her that there was nothing like sexual harassment. So they've ruled out sexual harassment. Now they are talking about organ harvesting. If Senator Natasha has lied to you about sexual harassment, why are you still willing to fight for her? According to you, why didn't you cuckoo back out completely after finding out that she's been lying allegedly about the sexual harassment?
Even when I don't know you, I can fight for you. Nigerian youth, nuns that made me their patron, will testify to this. I have fought battles in Nigeria and I won on my battles.
Okay, nuns also need to come out. Is she your patron? Now at 40 minutes and 39 seconds, she said that she wrote a book.
Based on all she has done and said, so I wrote a book on head screams.
This is in the middle of what she was saying, Omo. Madam started promoting her book. Don't forget that is all she does on the Facebook page of her foundation as well. At 40 minutes 50 seconds, she said that she petitioned the ICC, the International Criminal Court.
So I petitioned Natasha to the authorities, including ICC. Documents I'm going to prove to you guys.
You petitioned the ICC. I thought she would show us the evidence because she said that all the organizations that she contacted before responded. She did not show us the response. The IPU is the Interparliamentary Union, by the way.
And launched a lot of petitions abroad to even IPU. They were all copied. And I will be having an emergency UN meeting with them after this.
I'm sorry. She's about to call the UN meeting with the International Parliamentary Union. an emergency meeting for them to discuss Senator Natasha and how she's lying about Senator Akpabio. And she kukuma say at the end of that, because she said, and tonight, that she will be on CNN tonight for her exclusive interview with CNN. I searched everywhere, nothing from CNN, not even an article from CNN. I'm not saying that CNN will not interview her tomorrow, maybe they would, but till now, I have not seen any interview by CNN.
I will be having an emergency UN meeting with them after this, and I'll be on CNN too, where I'm going to give them my exclusive.
Guys, I'm tired. No, like, I really am. Like, who believes this person? Who believes this? Now, at 41 minutes and 24 seconds, she brought America into the whole thing. She made it look like she's representing American government or something.
Everything I give you has been examined, analyzed, and verified and stamped. America, we don't make mistakes like that. We don't investigate cases before we don't just rush like that. We do things in stages.
Now America is involved? Like how? So America investigated all her claims and they stamped all her claims or her evidence or something. I don't know which America. Who are the Americans? It's like somebody saying Nigeria has stamped all my claim and evidence. Who in Nigeria stamps your claim? People will say, is it the EFCC? Is it the police? Is it the FBI? Like, which organization in America? You don't just say America. Because at 42 minutes and 50 seconds, you see, I jumped a lot because she was rambling for a long time, saying things and repeating herself. So now I'm at 42 minutes, 50 seconds. That is when she decided to show us her call log to prove that Senator Natasha called her. But because the God of Senator Natasha is not asleep, woo, Father, hey, the God of Natasha is not sleeping. When she was trying to show us her call log, we started seeing the Senate President Akpabio had called her. By the way, we saw that the Senate President called her at 8:29 a.m. that day. Also, he called her at 1:31 p.m. that day. And you can trust Nigerians. They took screenshots. They did not let it slide. Considering the fact that she claimed that she doesn't know the Senate President.
These are the agencies in the United Kingdom that she needed me to write to and lie against Senate President of Nigeria. I don't even know that man.
You, Akpabio is calling you and you don't even know him. You are receiving calls from ghosts. We are not daft. Anyways, so we now saw that the Senate President called her, or whoever she saved as Senator Akpabio, SP, on her phone. The person had called her twice that day. Later, at 41 minutes, 45 seconds, she said that Senator Natasha went to social media but did not go to court. That's not true. Senator Natasha went to court. The case is still in court. The judge stepped down at one time, remember? So, but she went to court. She said Senator Natasha sent her some things about somebody called Yahaya Bello. She doesn't know who is Yahaya Bello. She tried to make it sound like she doesn't know how to pronounce Yahaya Bello. And she actually speaks Yoruba. Or she understands Yoruba. She spoke some Yoruba in her video, like proper Yoruba. And she said that she was raised in the southwest, but she sounded like she didn't know how to pronounce Yahaya Bello.
She also sent this to me about Yahaya Bello. Yahaya Bello. I don't know who is Yahaya Bello. One Ododo. I don't know who is Ododo. I don't know them.
First of all, you don't know Akpabio, you don't know Ododo. Later, she said she doesn't know Senator Nwemboye as well. So you don't know all these people, but you've been fighting for Senator Natasha. You said that she's going to be governor of Kogi, but you don't know Governor Yahaya Bello. You don't know the present governor of Kogi as well. This auntie thinks that she's talking to kids. So
when she now found out that all she's offering me is not going to work, she started deleting those things. But those things she's deleting, I already have them, and I've submitted them to the police. I've submitted them to the police in Nigeria, ICC, everywhere, including IPU. And watch me on CNN. I'm going to bring out more, because on CNN, we're going to now have a slide on CNN.
Has she been on CNN? Maybe I just missed it. Please let me know in the comment section. Also, at 47 minutes into the video, this woman said that she was raised by Americans.
When you are raised by Americans, you will know that we value integrity. and we can fight any battle to any level without losing it. Because we keep our evidences and we watch what we say, how we say them. And that's why I decided to let her know that I'm going to smoke her out of her hole like squirrel.
Wait, I am so confused. So suddenly now you are raised by Americans? When did she even move to the US? Because now I am so confused.
This is my petition to the Nigerian police, ICC, IPU, and I've gotten responses from all of them. That's my petition with my official letter-headed paper. And I am the president of TUFF, TUFF.
I don't understand how a foundation that you said is about bringing stability and opportunities to families in need around the world. I don't know how that is now the organization petitioning the police and the ICC, International Criminal Court. Now, she claimed that she has gotten responses from all these organizations, but she did not show any letter from any of these organizations. We didn't see the responses that she allegedly got from them. We only saw the letter that she allegedly wrote to them. At 50 minutes and 10 seconds, while playing her conversation with Senator Natasha, supposedly her conversation with Senator Natasha, she now said in that one too that she was the principal consultant of Police Service Commission. I'm like, is there something that this auntie is not involved in? You know, she made Rochas Okorocha the governor. She's the one that conceptualized son. She's a patron of nuns. And now she's a member of the UN Council. We don't know which one. And now she's saying that she's the principal consultant of Police Service Commission in Nigeria.
But when I get to CNN, everything, I want to have my exclusive interview when I'm relaxed, because the pressure, I can tell you guys, the pressure is too much from her people.
She kept talking about this CNN thing,
And that was what led me to write this book that I sent to United Nations, to let them know that men cry too, unheard screams of our sons and husbands and brothers and nephews.
She decided to do another promo for her book in the middle of calling another woman a liar. The title of her book, according to her, is Unheard Scream, but the subtitle says The Hidden War on Women. So it's actually confusing when she said she wrote the book to let the UN know that men also cry, when the subtitle is The Hidden War on Women.
And everything Natasha told me is in this book.
Wait, everything Natasha told you is in this book. So did she write the book after a conversation with Natasha? By the way, that is the exact title of another book on Amazon, Unheard Scream. I'm not saying that she copied that other person, but basically it's the same title. Anyways, the one thing she now did is that she now made sure to hold that book in front of the camera for the longest. That was the longest thing that she held in front of the camera. Even though she moved on to talk about other things, she was talking about other things, but she held it. This is a strategic movement, guys, so that you can go and buy her book. She told us that Senator Natasha has put her husband in a bottle.
But I'm not going to say much about Emmanuel, because I don't know how he's feeling about this. And I don't even know if he's out of the bottle she put him.
So by this time I was like, I guess poison did not work. Now she put her husband in bottle. So this is for those of you that did not watch her video. Now I've broken it down for you. You know, it's very interesting how they keep using women, you know, to fight Senator Natasha. Well, some women. There's a lot to talk about this woman. There's a lot of articles out there, people claiming that she's a scammer. She has scammed a number of people. Social services allegedly trying to take her children. They said that she defrauded some people that are trying to move to the US, immigration scam and stuff like that. So if you have that kind of reputation, if you have articles like that out about you, why would trouble be sleeping, young guy would be sleeping, and you go and wake it up to put yourself out there? Because now so many people are digging into who she really is. I don't know why anybody will believe what this woman said. Now, before I go, guys, I want to tell you that there is a Lagos homecoming adventure happening this year, 2025. It's organized by my very own brother, Humble Prince Olu. If you guys don't know him, you can Google him. Very, very funny. He's an MC based in New York City. The price is $1,975. What's included in this package, by the way, is 7 nights of premium accommodation in Lagos. Your food is paid for. You have the airport transfers. You have the grand celebration event. You have the group excursions to iconic destinations and cultural landmarks in Lagos, exclusive night adventures, and many more. The only deposit that you need to make right now to commit to this is $200 based on double occupancy, and the $200 is non-refundable. You can make payment via Zelle or Cash App or Apple Pay, and you can actually call them for details. The phone number is there. Thank you guys for watching all the way to the end. I truly appreciate it. We will pray for Auntie Sandra or Professor if you want to say that. Don't forget to subscribe if you're here too. Alright, y'all, it's Miro and I'm keeping it up in here. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Until next time, I'm gonna see you later. Peace out.
That was just what we did for her.
Okay, so I'm going to play one of the audio that you had sent, and then let's talk about that.
Okay.
All of them are nice. If you check the script, there are about 4 verses, if I'm not mistaken. And the 4 you gave me have 4 different messages in them. The first one it carried a different message. The second one carried another message. The third one, that was where they now mentioned the Umoren girl that she accused that they killed and used her kidney. The fourth one mentioned another incident. So I think that they did them in 4 different distance. So there's none to choose and leave the other, because I want everything written down to be mentioned. So, except they want to do 4 different versions that will be releasing one at a time. So I will have the first one, Latasha 1, Latasha 2, Latasha 3, Latasha 4. I'll call the other one Latasha Jezebel, Latasha Potiphar's wife, Latasha. We'll just find a name for the 4 of them, since there are 4 different types of characters we are giving her. So one can be Latasha Jezebel, Latasha Delilah, Latasha Potiphar, Latasha Atalaila, that kind of a thing. So that will make the 4 different ones where the 4 different issues will be mentioned. But 4 of them I like. 4 of them are good the way they came in. But there's something that I actually wanted the intro to have that I discussed with you earlier, where that her voice, you remember, where she said, that place I told you she was laughing, that she said she sent Obio Ezekwesili. We'll cut it from the place she said, yes, I sent Obio Ezekwesili and the feeder people to go there and deliberately disrupt the committee sitting. And she will laugh, ha, ha, ha. Then we're not launching. You see, that one, we're launching that one. Then we'll not take where she said, this injustice will not be substantiated. No, this injustice will not be sustained. We'll not say, yes, we hear you, madam. This your injustice of using public sympathy and lying will not be sustained. They will not start that one. Then the other one again, we'll look for what she said in one of the things where she was laughing that she will marry again. We'll take that her voice there. With the other one again, we'll take where she was talking about Patoranki, or somebody where she mentioned all those her lies there. That's what I'm saying. Her voice will be on all the intros. The other one will not be where she's talking about Umoren. We'll take it from where her mouth mentioned Umoren. Okay, where she mentioned Umoren and that Umoren was killed and blah blah blah. Later after that, they said, Latasha. Boom, we're moving. So let me shower and take 30 minutes nap. Then I'll join you people again. Obi, all these complaints you're giving me now.
Okay. What in the world was that? First of all, a lot of people will ask, how do we know that is truly the voice of Sandra? Because part of this case is that there's an allegation that she doctored the voice of Senator Natasha. So now, how do I know that the voice you sent to me is truly the voice of Sandra, that it was also not doctored?
Well, I sent you some screenshots of some audio voice notes she sends to me. I could even play them from my phone. I can boost the screen so people can see her phone number.
The images like I talk, so that people can see that it's part of a WhatsApp conversation, right? Okay, so
Yes, I can bring them to where some things and play them to
yeah,
show that this is coming from. It's not.
I can put
They're
it
all
up. I
coming.
just make sure that your account number is not visible and all that. So I can put that up as you're talking. So you are telling us that truly this is the voice of Sandra Duru.
Yes, you can even compare the voice there and the voice on her live. You can compare. There's no doctrine. I don't know how to do voice cloning. I don't know those ones. So
So
that's her voice.
your own job was not voice cloning. Your own job
I
was
don't
the production of the documentary and the
strict-
songs.
strictly. I don't know how to clone somebody's voice. I'm not interested in cloning somebody's voice. That is cloning somebody's voice. That is using somebody to tell a lie against her. I can't do that. And that is actually why I'm on this show because I cannot condone lies. That's it. So
Okay. So
I'm not interested.
I will let you talk to us about what we just listened to. But real quick, when she kept saying Tasha, she was actually saying lie, Lie,
Yeah,
Tasha, right? So she was saying
yeah,
Tasha. Okay,
yeah.
okay. Okay, so I want you to tell me what we just listened to. And while you are saying that, I want to know how many people are in your team? Like, is this a big team? Is this just you know? And I'm also going to put up a picture of the where we could see the what's it called? The WhatsApp messages that you guys exchanged showing the voice notes. So that's just one of several voice notes that I will be playing, by the way, guys. So this is the screenshot where we see the voice notes that she allegedly sent to you. So
Yeah.
okay, awesome. All right. So let me allow you. What did we just listen to? Why this is there like what's happening? There's this Jezebel, there's a Pharaoh, I mean Potiphar. What's that?
Actually, those are part of the script she wrote and sent to us. These are the script we were supposed to turn into a musical for her, where there was a mention of Jesus, Natasha, all those things. It's part of the script. I think I sent all that to you as well. I think,
The
yeah,
script.
it should be. So there was this.
Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me. I'm really grateful for every single one of you. By now, you must have seen the audio and video, the live video by someone called Professor Mbeke Sandra Duru, who claimed recently that Nigerian Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan had called her to confess to her that there was never any sexual harassment from Senate President Akpabio, and that video has made the rounds. By the way, on this show, we made a video just examining everything she said, just to point out how ridiculous it is and why it's laughable that anybody would even believe in it. So watch out for that video. I was going to upload that video when I was contacted by my guest today that she has some exclusives to share with us about the Professor Mbeke and the audio that she has released. So I'm not going to waste your time at all. I see that we have a number of people joining. I'm just waiting for more people to join. So watch out for that video where we broke down everything that she said. But right now, I think it's very important for you guys to hear from someone who is in the know about how that audio was made and everything and all the lies that has been circulating. Now, I also want to point out that someone wrote in the comment section that they cannot hear me, but I went on YouTube right now and I could hear myself. So, is there anybody else that is having trouble hearing me? Please put it in the comment section so we fix that before we get ready. My guest today is about to spill some teas. If you have popcorn, just grab it. Go and grab your popcorn because this is going to be lit. This is going to be a very serious something. Also, if you have tea, you can just be sipping your cup of tea as we are listening to this. No, there's no need to go back and forth about that audio or that live video. Let's just start by listening to Auntie Frances. Now, before I allow her to talk, this woman is about to reveal some things. And so I want to beg of every single one of you, whatever you do, don't condemn this woman for coming on the show, because she's literally exposing herself as well. As she starts talking, you will need to ask yourself, who is going to put herself in this kind of situation? For those of you that may be thinking maybe she was paid to do this, we will still come to that as well. Nobody wants to put themselves in this kind of situation. And I actually admire you for coming on this show, because this is actually dangerous for you. And I know that people like the Senate president may watch this video and be like, oh, snap, she's exposing what is happening. Of course, Auntie Sandra will watch this and found out that, people are starting to expose what is happening. So it's actually dangerous for you to put yourself in this situation. And that is why I want to thank you first and foremost. And I also want to beg Nigerians, as you are watching this, please, let's just listen. Instead of crucifying this woman and whatever her role is on this matter, let's be open-minded. Let's listen to her story, and let's appreciate the fact that she even came out to say her own side of the story. And we are hoping this is just the beginning, that more and more people will come out. Once again, as you're writing in that comment section, don't be abusing her. Listen first and foremost. Be open-minded. Someone else is saying no volume. This is baffling, because a lot of people are saying that they can hear, and I can also hear. I'm not sure why some people have no volume. Anyways, since a lot of people have volume, we're going to start. Without further ado, I'd like to welcome to the studio with me today, Frances Ulisa Ogunaye. Thank you so much for joining me. I want you to introduce yourself, and then I want you to talk about this expose, this whole expose Natasha Puti campaign by Professor Mweke, Sandra Udu. So, Auntie Frances, relax. You have all the time.
Okay.
Welcome to the show. Thanks for joining me. Okay. Go ahead.
My name is Mrs. Frances Elisa Bonaya, but of course, my friends call me Tabitha. I just have to give the full my name in full, so that they would know this is real, verifiable. And then for those who might be thinking, it may be no, whatever I'm saying on this show is nothing but the truth. It's not just going to help Senator Natasha. It's also going to help Senator Pabio. I'm from Arochukwu. Somebody from Arochukwu is more related to somebody from Akwa Ibom, because we're just like my house, 2 houses away from my house is in a local government in Akwa Ibom. So I am even more related to Akpabio than I am to Natasha, who is from Kogi State, or even I am to Sandra. So, whatever I'm doing is just for just the good of everybody, for them to know who Sandra, who goes by the moniker Professor Mbeke is, and of course become careful and also do away with that trash she has with her, claiming that she's got some audios. Now let me go straight deep into the stories, and I want to tell Sandra, if she's watching this show and if she's going to watch it, that I dare her to release our phone conversation. She records conversation. She should release my conversation with her, because if she doesn't, with time we might also release it. So now, but for the interim, on Saturday, being I think Good Saturday, that's what people call it, the Saturday before Easter, she called me in the morning, early in the morning. She reached out to me. It's been a while I've heard from her. The last time she reached out to me was around October last year, 2024. She reached out to me and begged me to make a video.
With her, are you guys friends? Let people know what your relationship with her.
Be friends with somebody I've not seen before. But I'm a gender advocate. I'm a journalist and a gender advocate. Yeah. So when young women in politics or young women have problems, they reach out to me. Lots and lots of them. And of course, whenever a woman has a problem with anybody, regardless of who you are, I'll stand with the woman first while inquiring what happened. And I've done that for Sandra severally, and I'm also doing that for Senator Natasha. So, but the last time she reached out to me was around October 2024. After a long time, she went hiatus. She reached out to me, begged me to do a video a video about her saying how good she is, you know. So I think maybe after a long while out of the media, she wanted to relaunch herself into him, that she needed some of us with pedigree and with some influence to launder her image. She didn't just reach out to me, she reached out to a couple of other persons. What do? I have to oblige her, you know, kind of. I did the video, and in that video, I was specific because I knew Sandra is always having something up her sleeve. I said in the video, even though I've never met you, I said it in that video, and she posted it on her page, and I still have the video. If need arises, you can also have it. That was in October 2020, and she thanked me so much for coming through with her with the video, and that nobody has spoken good of her like this. I said, no, I needed to do it for you, because I really, you know, I really need her to become a better person and come out of every other mess or cloak she has always been on. So, and that was it until Good Saturday, early in the morning, she reached out to me, said, sister, please, I will have something for Easter for you. And for me, I didn't see anything wrong with it. I said, okay, it's been a while. This one I remembered. Okay, I sent her the account number. She sent 100,000 naira. I said, thank you. This is appreciated. Then that was it. Then after 2 hours after sending the money, I didn't know that, you know, Sandra is always planning ahead. 2 hours after sending the money, I have everything. I have the evidences of everything I'm saying. She called me. After 2 hours, that was around 9:30 something or thereabout. I think it's in this one I'm using. So she now told me that she realized I have been supporting Natasha as in theory, you know, in the support. I said, yes, but you know, this is what I do. I stand up for women who can't speak. I'm a mother, I'm a wife, I'm even a young woman in politics. I'm a career woman. I know what some of us go through. You know, that is also not me being a judge in the whole case. But then, as a woman and a woman advocate, this is where I am at the moment. So she now said, no, that there's a new truth, there's a new whatever, that she was standing with Natasha until she found out something. I said, what did you find out? Let me hear. So she sent an audio to me. So I listened to the audio. I said, okay, what do you want to make of this audio now? Because I didn't see anything incriminating, because she had told me that Natasha had told her that, had confided in her that there was no sexual abuse. But the audio she sent to me didn't in any way connote such. If that audio is true or was true, that Sandra is good in cloning, you know. I had an evidence where she told me some time ago that cloning is one of the simplest things she does. So because of that, I was skeptical about that video. And number two, even if that video was original, I was trying to understand, even that audio was original, I was trying to understand what she was trying to do with the audio, because the audio she sent to me was not in any way harmful. It didn't in any way state that didn't in any way says Natasha she was never abused by anybody, you know, or harassed by anybody. So I now asked her, what are you trying to ascertain? She said she wants to show people that Natasha reached out to her. I said, Natasha reaching out to you is not a big deal. I'm a woman politician. I now ran for elections. And when I was running for elections, there are persons who ordinarily will write for me, promote me. I don't give them anything. But when I see somebody writing about me much, sometimes I look out for their number or contact and call them to tell them, thank you for standing by me. If I get to this position, I will never forget you. I've done that, and we do that. We do that. We appreciate support. I said, well, she also now showed me a place. I think the place about in your bong Umore, you was there. In that one she sent me, the full one she sent me. And I told her, if you're releasing this thing now, are you helping? Let's assume Senator Natasha said it, yeah? Are you helping Akpabio or you're killing Akpabio? Because this issue of Tinubu is going to bring the matter afresh and keeps the Senate president in a bad light. I personally, I might have been taken aback. I might feel towards Senator Akpabio, maybe because of this current imbroglio. But there should be respect for his office as the Senate president. So I said, if you're releasing this thing, are you not intentionally bringing the office of the Senate president to another set of ridicule again? She said no, that she was going to do. I said, okay, now what will you tell them? Because this place does not in any way exonerate, this audio does not in any way exonerate the Senate president. In fact, mentioning Ubong and everything, even indicting more or sort of in the office of public opinion, though, you know. So she said no, that she knows what to do. Yeah. So she now wanted me to go to have all these conversations if she wants. So she now wanted me to go to a television station, so that she's not in Nigeria. That's after she had lied to me that she was flown into the country through a private jet to come and do that. I don't know. It can be true. It can be lie. You see, Sandra, I have known over the years, lies effortlessly. Lying is one of the things she does without even thinking, you know. So I said, okay, but if I'm going to go to the station, I must be neutral. I will knock Senator Natasha where necessary, and I will knock Senator Akpabio where necessary. She said no, that she wants me to go and bombard Natasha. I said no, I won't do it, especially when it's not true. And I will not, and I said it. This was a good Saturday. She just said, okay, that she wants to maybe like do a PR around it. I said, fine, if you want to do a PR, no problem. I can give you blogs that you, but make sure you say what is true. Because I listened to that audio. She said, okay, she asked me for a number of Deji, I think this number. She asked me for Sowere's number. She also thought of VDM. She said she mapped out 30 million naira to share to some opinion molders and some for philanthropy. I'm saying all these things because there are evidences, and I challenge Sandra to release our phone conversation. Maybe she records people's calls. She should release the one I had with her. So I said, oh, really, this must be really, really serious for it to have mapped out 30 million naira to share to opinion molders. Okay, in my mind, I'm like, is 100,000 naira part of my own opinion molders? Because I do not know. So that was it on that. I gave her Deji's number. I told her the Sowere's number is one American number WhatsApp that I had. I don't know if it's good. She now said she's got that one. I said, okay, that's fine. So I think she reached out to Adeyanju. She called me back that evening and said that Adeyanju is so rude that how can I call him? He's telling me he doesn't have time. I think if Adeyanju can be contacted, he can tell you on that Easter Good Saturday that something like this happened. So he called Adeyanju. Adeyanju was like, Adeyanju bluffed her. So she now got angry and called me back. Who does that? I don't think she is. That she also claimed she spoke to Sowore. So I don't know, we can contact Sowore if she has spoken to her, something like this. So I now said it's fine. That was it on that Saturday. When I told her I was going to go to the station only if I'll be allowed to be neutral, not where necessary, you know. So she now said, okay, that she was going to get back to me. I didn't hear from her again. I only had the audio. She also made some bogus claims in the audio while we were talking. She played some voices claiming this is the voice of this number, this is the voice of so person. And I'm just telling her if she's, because those audio will come out. Those audio will come out because she's claiming all these people she's claiming called her. And I'm also saying it in case there's any top politician truly communicating with Sandra, the person should know that Sandra is recording him or her, and Sandra will use it to blackmail the person because she played some voices for me, you know, and she played some voices of me for me, and she said she was calling the thing number 3. She said number 3. Do you hear that voice? That's the voice of number 3. You know, she played the voices, and you know, while we're talking, and then one other voice again.
Are you saying that's the voice of the Senate President?
No, I can't really confirm that. You understand? But I can confirm that in our conversation, she claimed that the voice she played for me was the voice of number 3. So when this conversation comes, I think she should be able to know who me. I don't know numbers. I don't know who is number. I don't know what is number 3. So that's by the way. So I didn't hear from her again. Of course, it was Easter Sunday. Then on Easter Monday, around 6 to 7 in the evening, she called me back. She apologized. She said why she didn't. I didn't hear from her was that she didn't want somebody who will go and speak the truth or be neutral. She wanted somebody who will go there and destroy Natasha. These were the words, and I dare her to release our conversation. So she said she wanted somebody like Tone. You know Tone now. So I'm like, well, you can use Tone. Tone is, I'm a journalist. I'm a member of NAWAJ. I am a fellow of many. Yes. I told her you can go and use Tone Sha, but me, I cannot go and Kokasia. She now use the word Kokasia. Kokasia is to destroy. I said, I cannot go and Kokasia Natasha because one, I'm a journalist. I'm still a member of AUJ, and I'm in Nigeria. I'm a member of NAWAJ. I'm a fellow of many women fellowship, especially women. I'm even a young woman in politics. I ran for election in 2023. I'm hoping to run again. And now you want me to go and lie against a fellow woman? No. So then again, when we were talking, while we were talking, she was just blabbing, you know, making she brags a lot. I told her, is there no way this matter can be settled? Because sincerely, for me, oh, I don't care whose ox is being God. Sincerely, for me, I want peace in all of this whole situation. You understand? I want justice and peace. I just want peace. I just wish this thing can be sorted out. So that's exactly what I also told her. I was like, is there no way these things can be sorted out? You know, she said it's already late. I said, what is late? In politics, nothing is late. 1 hour well used can make up for 10 years in politics. And I know that. She said, over, not even when many of her are alive and still breathing, that Senator Natasha will not return to the Senate. This was the word she used. And like I said, those who know me know I'm of the Ghanaian religion. God is a big factor in my life. God is a big factor in our religion. Our religion is is built on God factor, is built on truth and karma. So when she tried playing God, saying over her dead, but not even when people like her are still alive and breathing, that's where she lost me totally. I will not lie. And I told her, hold it there. And I halted her. I said, you don't claim God and you don't play God in people's life. She said, why do you say so? I said, because you don't know. These people are friends before. They can settle anytime. This was the word I used. So I'm saying this because I want her to release all our conversation. So she now went ahead and called me on Easter Monday towards the evening and said, after she had said she was going to use stone and everything. I said, fine. She now said, okay, but she still want me to do something for her as regards whatever she want to do. I said, what do you want? She said she wants me to produce a voiceover. I said, okay, what can we make up from that audio you sent? Because I did not see anything indicting in that audio. That's why I was shocked when I had her saying, Senator Natasha said in the audio, I'll bring down your back government. Why did she put out that audio? Why? Because nothing like that happened in the audio. I told her to send me everything because I needed to hear everything before I will know whether I will go to Lagos for any TV interview. So I will know what to say. So it was really baffling hearing her say, Senator Natasha said he bought Antiope, or Nigerians are hungry and gullible. If that audio is anything to go by, what I had, which is the original one she sent, was I had Natasha, who was just sounding excited that she was supporting her. You know, I think Natasha was just talking about her life, how she grew up and every other thing. You know, how she struggled as a woman in politics to get to where she is. Why thanking her for her effort? So where on earth did Sandra I will bring down Yoruba government? Where did she bring hungry and gullible? My God, I've never seen a person like that. And then, so that evening, going back to Monday. So when she sent me a script, I think I also forwarded the thing if it need be. She sent me a script already prepared. They prepared script on how they. Okay, once they expose somebody who called you, you went to make a script like a movie script. You paid musicians to produce songs. Somebody called you according to you. You went to are you not hiding something? Is it not showing that you're up to something? So she now sent all those things to me to produce a voiceover because I own a studio. I own a production studio. So I looked at the things she sent to me. They are defamatory. The script she sent to me, they are defamatory. You know, as we are a law-abiding studio, we are a law-abiding people. So I worked on the audio. Get one of my staff to voice and everything. We remove.
Okay. I think Auntie's network is acting out, so we're going to give her a minute to get back on the show. It looks like a network.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Welcome back.
Okay.
I wanted to say real quick, thank you so much for everything that you are saying so far. So you and I talked before this, and I think some of the things that you've been saying so far, you are assuming that you're talking to me because you've told me some of these things, but you're actually talking to Nigerians who have no idea, any clue. I don't want to say that right now you are all over the place, but I actually want you to explain, join the dots. So from someone that is listening to you right now, first of all, you are claiming that Sandra contacted you, said
I
that
have
the
a video.
senator called her, and that
Yeah.
she allegedly recorded the conversation with the senator that she said called her, and sent that conversation to you, and was trying to recruit you to blackmail Senator Natasha with that audio. Is that what you've been saying so far? And that you
That's
refuse to.
not.
Right.
You are. I don't know. My explanations are just direct, and I think
Okay.
they are explicit. And I wouldn't want you to put words into my mouth, and I wouldn't want you to rephrase my situation.
No, I'm not trying to. Let me just allow you to keep going.
You told me you were going to let me explain what happened. So why are you trying to rephrase? Why are you trying to rephrase the situation? Now, let me go back to what I said happened on Easter Monday evening when she contacted me. She contacted me, said, "Okay, since I was not going to go to Lagos and be partial." Are you getting it? I said I was going to be neutral and not partial. This is also, I hope this English very conflicting. They are very direct. So when I refused that, she now said, okay, since I have a studio, I could help her produce a single. I find some of the script parametric, but she had told me over a conversation that I could use my whatever to adjust some of the things. So I moved some places that I think are defamatory because I run a business in Nigeria. So I produced and sent to her. So when I produced she got angry. One, because I didn't use my voice. Two, because I know the places that are untrue. Especially when because whatever she sent to me, I was comparing with the original voice she had sent to me. She claimed the voice she claimed, had sent to me. So she got angry and she rejected the audio. She started, and I told her, take these things easy. And then, of course, I'm only trying to help you yourself so you don't go out there and say what is untrue. And at the end of the day, you won't be safe. And at the end of the day, you will destroy lives. At the end of the day, you will turn this issue upside down. Why not stay on the path of the truth? So she felt she started to bias. So I just allowed her all along. I didn't want to talk. I just thought, well, she's right to actually be on any side she wants to be. But I was taken aback few days later, when she I think she produced with other companies and everything. Those people she's been working with, they do whatever they want to do. I started seeing her, I didn't have any problem until she started lying. It was the lie that made me say no. Since she said me something I consider maybe was the actual conversation. If at all that was a conversation, because I also have it on good record that she had told me before now that cloning of voice is one of the simplest things she does. So I just thought that keeping quiet, when good people keep quiet, things will go very, very bad. And and as the day goes by, she's piling up lies. So I just thought it's time for me to come out and speak the truth. And like I said, I challenge Sandra Duru to release our phone conversation, because if she doesn't, we will release it in time. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much for that explanation. We really, really appreciate it. I want to ask some direct questions. The audio that you said that she sent to you, did it at any point in time involve the senator saying that there was no sexual harassment, that she lied?
No, Sandra is lying about that one. The senator, in the conversation she sent to me, the senator never, in fact, the senator was talking about maybe instances where something that suggests such thing had happened, including maybe that she was even, she took Sandra like a sister. She was telling Sandra, I'm shocked. She was telling Sandra that there was one time they went to, the man would come to the office and tell her, she was alleging in the shuttle, but in the audio, I don't know whether the audio is real. I don't know if the audio was real. I cannot for here say that what the senator allegedly told Sandra in the audio I had is also true. But I'm only saying what I had in the audio Sandra told me. And Kushi is that at times when they go to some place, the big man will tell her, you look too fine today, oh, all those stuff. These were the things she was explaining to Sandra. There was never a time in that audio. That's why I said, Sandra, if Sandra releases anything like that, I tell you that she cloned it. Because the original one she sent to me, there was nothing like that. The woman never said there was no sexual abuse. The woman was even highlighting experiences that suggest sexual harassment.
So, but she said that she has the audio that she will release where the senator said it's a lie. She played something little during her live show.
Oh, what did she play? What did she play? She played in Yobo Umore. She played where the senator allegedly told her that these people reached out to me, this person reached out to me, and this was part of it. The woman was explaining her growing up to her. The woman was explaining how Nigerians have supported her. The woman was explaining instances of relationship between her and her former friend, Senator Akpabio, because I genuinely believe they are friends. That's why this matter is always important that anybody intervening should be very careful. So at no point did she say in the audio, the one she sent to me that I should use and produce for her, did she say that there was never a accident?
Was there any point in time that the senator in that audio that you said she sent to you, was there ever a time that she talked about making sure that a Yoruba government is not in power for 8 years?
That was one that made me decide to talk. So how do you think Senator Natasha will say he will bring down Yoruba government? A Kogi person is the minority in Nigeria. And Igbira person, they are minorities. They don't have alliances like that. You get? Sometimes they are more tilted to the Yorubas. Sometimes they are more tilted. So sometimes they are even Igala. They are tilted to the Igbos. My parents are from Anambra. Anambra, we have Igala people in Anambra. We have them in Kogi. So a Kogi person is a minority. So how will she say want to bring down Yoruba government? What will she get? She didn't say it in the audio that she sent me, and I challenged Sandra to even release our phone conversation where she was also explaining to me her plans. That's when you know that the woman didn't say something like that. Then shocking also was also to where she said, Sandra, that she said the senator called Madam Obi gullible and hungry. She Nigeria gullible and hungry. Sandra just knows how to lie. But also for people who don't know Sandra boldly told me one time, I have the chat, that she made Rocha as governor. You know the former governor of Imo State? That she's one that made Rocha as governor. Sandra can claim it. I tell Sandra, I'm ready. You say what?
She actually has that. She has that written on her Wikipedia as well, that she's instrumental in making governor.
You can lie. Why she blackmailed the man? Blackmailed the man. I have evidences of her blackmailing the man, asking for 250 million. Is he Madumere, the former deputy governor? Is he Hope Uzodinma? She tried to blackmail that one. Hope Uzodinma is coconut now. So she has to start blackmailing Hope through the Commissioner for International and Foreign Affairs, Fabian Yokweme. When that one happened, she came to me to help her with policy, went to that public opinion. So when I wanted to help her, people from that government now forwarded me a voice note of Sandra begging to make her a liaison officer from US. And when the government refused, her, then made Fabian the Commissioner for International and Foreign Affairs. She started blackmailing the person. People don't know Sandra. Like I said, lying is one of the things she does without thinking twice. I'm ready for your question.
Also, did she, at any point in time in that audio, talk about recruiting Dr. Obi Ezekizili
I cannot. I
and
cannot.
paying
No,
her
no. If
comments
she
via
said
useful
good,
idiots?
good. I can when I send you the script of our of the thing we intended to produce, which she now want to produce, you know, you will see how that script was added and played out. What Senator Natasha said in the audio I had was that she was explaining how she went to meet Madam Obi, how she wrote to feed her, how she wrote some of the bodies, and she's thanking God of how God really used those people. Like if it was not for Auntie Madam Sandra, Madam Obi, that God really used Madam Obi. So I don't know where. Okay, how do you think you unless somebody is under a spell? In fact, even no spell can do it. Somebody she doesn't know, she will call the person and be telling her that she paid Madam Obi. Doesn't that sound
Okay,
ridiculous?
so did
If you do
Sandra
like that, I'm listening to you.
did Sandra pay you at any point in time during this ordeal?
That's why I told you now. When she called me on Easter Monday, she now asked me to produce a voiceover. She asked me. I said the political voiceover is 500,000 naira. She said what she would pay was 300,000 naira. She sent 300,000 naira for us to produce the voice audio. She sent me the script. I looked at the script. It was too defamatory. I removed where will implicate us because we are running a business. We are a registered entity. We are taxpayers. But she's a fugitive in US. She's not coming back. She can commit any crime and stay there. Me, I'm still in Nigeria. So I removed the places that could implicate us because Sandra is the her. So when I produced this, the two audios and sent to her, she got angry that I removed the places where she was lying, where she was saying the things that if they come to defend tomorrow, I might not be able to defend it. You understand? She got angry. She rejected the audio. She said, first of all, because I didn't use my voice and I removed those places where she was lying, where she was implicating people. So she now moved to another person who produced it to her. She sent the 300,000. She asked for refund. I said, no, we cannot refund you because in production, what you pay for is our time and services. So if you don't like it because we did a good job and we did not help you to add life to it, good for you. But when it comes to a time, after I spoke with the person, we said, okay, being an unsatisfied client, we refunded her 50,000 naira. The evidences are there.
Okay, so a lot of people have been saying in the comment section that you've just been talking, there has been no evidence. I do have some things that I would upload now for people to see, just to back up some of the things that you have been saying. For example,
a tip of the iceberg. When it is time, I said those evidences, those ones you are going to paste now, are just a tip of the iceberg.
Okay, so these are some of the things that you have sent to me ahead of time, like some of your chats on WhatsApp, and also the evidence of the 300,000 naira that you said that she paid you. So I'm going to upload some of that, but more importantly, you had also mentioned that you also did you record your conversation with her? You said you can also release some evidence. So we look forward to that as well, to you releasing the evidence of your conversation.
When the need arises, if she wants us to release, we'll start releasing. And she knows how damaging it could be because of the names she was mentioning in those conversations. So it's left for her. Yeah.
And then I will also, at some point, I will also like to talk about a script. You have mentioned that there's a script. So this first one is allegedly your conversation with Sandra, where she said, she put in there that voice cloning is the simplest thing to do. So,
yes.
And can you
tell us what we're looking at? She sent me a video on training on how to clone voices, but I didn't open it. I don't need it.
Okay, what are we looking at here?
Yeah.
Can you say something about what we are looking at here? So this was Sandra talking to you about cloning the senator's voice, or what are we looking at?
This was years ago. You can check the date. It wasn't today. Okay. It wasn't Yeah, so but I just have to refer back to it when she kept on clone. So I needed to refer back to the fact that she has always told me that she could clone voices, and this is one of the simplest things she could do.
I see.
So that
Okay, awesome.
I think she
Okay,
told me
very
this
cool.
around 2020. Imagine
By
between now,
2020.
between 2020 and 2025, she would have been a pro.
Okay, thank you for saying that. All right, so the next one that I'm trying to upload is where you mentioned that she had asked for the Adeyanju's number. So,
Number, don't exclude Oga. You can see how
no,
many times she called me. She calls
I will
me.
not.
She was calling me back and forth, you know.
So, are you saying that this is Sandra's phone number? We're not
Yes,
exposing anybody's phone number, but this is evidence that you had sent. So, of course, I blocked the number.
you can close something from her number. She's still entitled to some privacy she needs, but what she exposes other people, I don't know what to say.
So I blocked the Giade number, of course. So, but you are saying that
Mm.
she had asked for the Giade number. Okay. So the next thing that I'm uploading now is the evidence that you sent that she paid 300,000. So
That number, oh.
of course I blocked the recipient's account number.
That's
So
the name of
it
the person.
is, yeah. Say that one more time. Who is Tade
Suddenly,
Nero?
I don't know. That's what she uses to send money to people since this matter started. And you can see the narration from Dr. Sandra Duru. Abi, it's clear there. I'm
Yes.
not the one
So
that.
under remark,
Mm.
it says from Dr. Sandra Duru. This was April 21st.
Before
OPay
she started,
transaction.
her ill-fated exposure, malicious
Okay.
exposure.
Awesome. So you also mentioned a script. So I wanted you to say more a little bit about that. Did she literally write a script,
So the one who
or
sent the
this
script.
was
Yeah, she wrote a script, two scripts, oh, not one, oh, two.
okay? So they wrote a script on this matter too. Okay, so I do have a copy of the script, but because it was sent via WhatsApp,
Yes,
it's just long
you can.
document. So I'm trying to post because it literally has the title and everything. The title is the same as the song that was produced called
Mm,
Lightasha.
they will send me
So
the phone, some of them, but I don't
okay,
send me
so
the phone. So I'm surprised. That doesn't feel good.
okay, so I just uploaded the script Lightasha on Mask, the politics of blackmailing, emotional
Mm.
manipulation. Opening scene. They even have an
Uh-huh.
opening scene.
You
Narrator.
want to tell you the stage managed, can see.
Wow, this is
Yeah.
very interesting. Cut to clips of Natasha's interviews with emphasis on crocodile tears at
You see, that's
IPU.
cloned whatever.
Okay, I see. Very interesting. Okay, can you show any screenshots from your phone?
Mm.
Maybe like conversations of you and her. Can you show us anything
I'm
from your
using.
phone?
That's why I sent you this. Some of them before we started. This live, but this is the phone I'm using for.
Okay. So do you think anybody is sponsoring Sandra to do this, or you think she's just it's well, I'm just asking because she sounded really personal in
I
the
really
way
don't
that
know.
you
I asked her what she stood to gain. You get? I heard she said when Natasha reached out to her, she told Natasha what to do, and Natasha wanted to play smart with her. You understand? And blocked her. So she now wants to teach Natasha a lesson. So I don't know what she told Natasha to do. That Natasha did not do this. I'm saying exact words she told me because whatever I'm going to say is exactly the same we had it in the conversation. No sugar, no salt. She said when she
okay.
listened to China, what and at that point she started saying that even when Natasha had money, even when Natasha has money and everything. So then she not told Natasha wanted to start access smart, went to Facebook and blocked her. So they let her teach. Or sometimes she will speak her Imo dialect. I mean, we're talking about Imo State. When she contacted me, trying to convince me to go to televisions, she promised me that they will give me a ticket to House of Assembly, the one I ran for the last time. And she told me they promised her deputy governor of Imo State in 20. I hope Hope is aware of this. I hope who's the man know that they have shared his state behind him. So I don't know. These are things. Just that sometimes whatever Sandra tells me, I also take it with a pinch of salt because she can lie. True.
Okay, so I also wanted to ask you, you do know the implication of you coming on this show, right? Because I know that this matter is being investigated.
No, coming on this show is simply to save the nation because even what she's doing is not helping anybody. It's not helping. Okay, how does going to say that the Senate president allegedly involved in the death of Obong and that allegedly the wife organ? How does he help the Senate president? How does he help the image of this country? Tell me. What she's doing does not help anybody. It doesn't help Nigeria. It doesn't help Pablo. It doesn't help Natasha. The only person I think is helping is Sandra. If she got money from anybody, I don't know, or the followers she's gathering. It doesn't help anybody, and lies must be stopped. So I know the person of speaking out is Sandra. You understand? People, I don't know. People don't know her, but some of us know her. People who are from Imo State, you can go and confirm. The whole South is people from Imo State.
Are you saying that the police may invite you for question? Are you saying you will cooperate with the police?
I will cooperate now. But that's when they must have invited Sandra from US. You understand? Because Sandra is the one sharing screenshots. She's the one sharing audio. Any invitation that does not involve Sandra has not started. You get?
Also, yeah.
I know also, this conversation is on Sandra.
Are you saying that I'm not putting words in your mouth? I'm just, because you said it's not helping the Senate president as well. Can you explain what you mean by that?
I just made the explanation using the Umoran story that she's sharing now. I gave an analogy. Is that not clear? How does sharing such allegation help the image of a man?
So do you think she's working with the Senate president or not?
I'm more related to Akpabio than anybody. I'm also helping him to be careful, to be wary of Sandra. If there is any need or if there is any confusion anywhere, you should be wary.
So some people are asking, do you think that she's working with the Senate president or not? Do you have any?
No, I can't ascertain that. I can't speak on that. I do not speak with the Senate president. I don't know him. I do not speak with Senate Natasha. I don't know her. The only person I spoke to is Sandra Duru, who goes by the moniker Professor Mboike recently.
All right. The last thing I just want to confirm one more time is that you'll be willing to testify, submit your phone to the police for investigation.
You're not in a position to ask me that. You're not the court. Adeola, I'm a journalist myself. Do your job. And don't do the job of the police and court for them.
I'm not the court, of course. I'm just asking if you will cooperate with, because beyond you telling us these things, they will investigate.
Your job as a journalist is to hold the evidence I gave you. I've supported my evidences, and I'm giving you money to give you more. Leave the police to do their job. I'm still asking you about the police or the way the police is not your responsibility. I'm a journalist myself. I hope you know.
Okay. Thank you so much for coming on the show and telling us your side of the story. I'm very sure that Sandra will react to this. You said something very important. You said something very important that you made a remark that she went to someone else, another studio.
Yes.
That maybe now she's working with other people, another studio. So maybe she will still come up with more audios. We don't know. So, but I caught when you had mentioned that because you stopped working with her, that she now with other people. Anyway, so I'm pretty sure she will come up with a counter, and I'm also sure that the police, the security agency, they will cross-check all these things so that the truth will come up. But all that we
Yes.
wanted to do today is just to give you an opportunity to share your side of the story. And thank you so much for doing that. We truly appreciate you taking the time. Um, and we are hoping that your life will not be endangered just because you came out to say all these things. We truly appreciate it.
If anything happens to me, maybe Sandra will be held responsible. That's all, because she's the only one I know. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you everybody for joining us, for watching. We truly appreciate you guys. Like I said, I actually made a video about the Sandra tape, and so look out for that. That will be coming up after. But I just want to thank my guest today for joining us, Miss Frances Olesa, for joining us and sharing her side of the story. Please subscribe if you're yet to. I'll see you guys another time. Have a wonderful day. Peace out. Bye.